Bonjour, je m'appelle Michelle. Parlez-vous français? I feel very French in my little beret. Well, let's talk about it. Welcome, my name is Michelle, and well, as you can see, I have made a beret. I've used the pattern from, which is called the Renet Beret by, let's see if we have a name here. Maybe this is the name here, Gioni. Sorry if I pronounced that weird. Level easy, just a crochet pattern. Now, I am a crochet designer, so I could have whipped this up probably by myself. But because I've never made a beret before, I felt that I might as well then support some other designer and, try the pattern out. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but I feel like it's a bit tight. And also you can see where I did the increases, which the patterns say that you can just do the increases wherever you want. And so you try to mix it up a bit so you get more of a rounder shape instead of making it almost the same space every time. So you get this spiral pattern on top of this beret. I will show you. And I, of course, know how to do that, but it requires a little bit more thinking. I haven't written that kind of pattern down for myself, so I would have had to like look around and etc. And when you get a pattern, you sort of want to just follow the pattern sometimes and just not doing any extra work. So I felt like, well, this is the first time I ever make a beret, believe it or not. I've made beanies and etc., but I've never made a beret, and I've always wanted to make one. So I thought I will just follow the pattern and trust the process. Now, another thing is that it's just one size child and one size adult. And I think it is a little bit on the tighter side. It's supposed to be 27 centimeters. I'm assuming, on top from like one edge to the other. I didn't measure this one. Maybe I should. But I feel like it was a little tight. Now, I didn't use the recommended yarn here. It only says approximately 190 meters or 208 yards, Cat 4 medium worsted weight Aran yarn, and should work with most Aran yarns, providing gauge is maintained throughout. And the gauge here was 16 rounds in single crochets, 4 times 4, 10 times 10 centimeters, 4 times 4 inches. So I didn't do a gauge swatch. She says that she also had the drops Alaska 100% wool in pearl, white, and chocolate on the picture. And we can see if I can have some pictures here. Now I probably might have, like, if I would have used recommended yarn, might have had a better experience. Do I have a picture here? Anyway, that's the one. It's more rounded, as you can see. Perhaps that's the pearl white. Now looking at it, like, yeah, I feel like I got this yarn. It's and I should say I used the alpaca drops alpaca, two bowls, and then I paired it with a mohair, kid silk mohair from Drops as well. And I can show you obviously which one exactly here on the screen. But yeah, I thought it was a very, very cool color. I really enjoy it. I don't mind the feeling of it. I think that it's very nice and etc. And I think that it looks good as well. I do think though that it went a little bit too tight, and I have a pretty small hand, so I didn't think much if it was going to be a mistake or not. Probably should take this off and so I can talk a little bit better about it. There we go. As you can see, it feels like it's pretty big, right? I don't want to go into details on like exact measurements or exact stitches, obviously, because it's a pattern that's all credit to the designer. But as you can see, it's otherwise, if you've ever crocheted before, you know that this could be probably figured out fairly easy. And now that I have made one, I will maybe make my own pattern for another crochet beret, because I would like to make one that I think would fit me better. However, I do think it looks good. I did end up wetting it as well and trying to basically stretch it out just to see if I can get a little bit more space in it, which I have done, but it's still, I think, pops back pretty well. And I know with alpaca, many people say that alpaca, I think, grows very easily, but I don't know if it does, especially with crocheted pieces, because crochet, especially when you're doing single crochets, it's very tight and dense. As you can see, the fabric gets like thick and dense. So that didn't help. And perhaps also me pairing it with a mohair makes it a little bit more dense. So I don't think I got much growth, but a little bit. I felt like it loosened the tension a little bit around my head. Now, if I would do it again, and obviously this is a very simple beret pattern, and it's not supposed to be overly complicated. The level also for it is for beginners. So of course, I don't think that the designer even wanted to overcomplicate. Oh, I can see here in the corner say by Tony Louise as well. So I should mention that name as well. But yeah, so otherwise, I think it was like a pretty straightforward pattern. Like I said, I wouldn't mind using this yarn again. Is it a little bit itchy? Yes, I would say specifically with maybe the mohair. If you don't pair it with a mohair, probably less itchy. I don't think I felt like the alpaca yarn by itself was itchy though, so it's probably the mohair here. But I don't mind it because it's like covering most of my head, which is all hairy. It would maybe be a little bit itchy here, but like not much to the extent that it's bothering me. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I don't know what to do this with though, if I want to keep it or try to find a new owner for it, just because it is a little bit tight. I like it though. You can see this little tip as well. It was like not folded like that. It was like, as you can see, it was supposed to be almost this high. And when I made it wet, it also, that I felt grew a little bit. But I just felt like it was like so long. So I just ended up folding it and put it down like that. And I thought that was pretty cute, actually, and also gives it a natural thing to hold it. But maybe you shouldn't do that because you don't want to stretch out that. Um, let me see if there was anything otherwise here in the pattern. I don't, like I said, want to show you too much of it. I used the 5mm crochet hook as recommended in the pattern here as well, and I also used the tapestry needle. I think that I almost used my two full skeins, skeins or balls of yarn, and I still have like 18, I think, grams left of my alpaca yarn. The two balls that I used there, I had 9 and 9 basically grams of each, and I think it was like 8 or 9 of the mohair left, which mohair is so like light and airy, so I felt like I have a good amount of mohair left as well. So we'll see what I will do with that. But I think that, yeah, you have also the kids size, and obviously that you could probably make two kids sizes out of that kind, like the amount I had, maybe. I don't want to promise anything, but very straightforward, very mindless, which was what I was looking for in this pattern as well. But I do look at it and I don't mind the increases here, but I do think that it would have looked better if it would be more rounded. However, I think that you could look at it like two different styles. Like this is one style where it's more prominent, like you saw when I was wearing it. It was like you could see, and that gave it a little bit of a style to it. And I guess that second style is when it's more rounded and yeah. So yeah, I don't know if I have anything else to say. I think it was a pretty cute and nice, straightforward pattern. Makes me very eager to make my own pattern. And I know that there are lots of these beret patterns out there. So we'll see if I prioritize that for myself right now, or if I'm going to look into other patterns, maybe some kind of a free pattern this time. We'll see. But if you have ever made a beret before, if you've tried this one, can you tell me your experience in the comments below? That would help a lot. And if you have a favorite beret pattern, I would be very curious, paid or free, doesn't really matter. I still would want to look and see if it's something for me. I know it's not the beret season, maybe a little bit like, but we're getting into summer season here in Sweden. So maybe, but it took me less than a day, obviously, with long breaks in between, because I'm the mother of 3 small kids. So I have to like make do when I can. I have to use the time when I can. So, but it's a very simple and very quick project. So it would be good to have it ready for autumn when it's time. So yeah, if you have any good suggestions, don't forget to comment in the comment section below. And if so, or if you don't have anything, thank you so much for watching this video. As always, I'm very grateful for everything that comes with this channel. It's such a nice and very wonderful community. I learn a lot by watching other people's videos, get a lot of inspiration, sometimes too much inspiration, but I do love to hear other people's experience of the projects that they are doing as well. And there will be another, obviously, video in the next week to come as well. And I think we're gonna do another episode of my podcast because I do think I have some progress and there's a new project in the horizon that I want to talk about. So with that said, thank you for watching this video and I hope I'll see you in the next. Bye. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment.